Hi, this is Professor Stokes. I'll be working with you in your course, Anthr 210, Religions of the World. Welcome to your online course. This is just an introductory video to demonstrate some of the information and expectations of the class. Everything I'll be talking about is posted already in Blackboard. It can be found in various places, usually within the course information area of the class. But I just wanted to give you a little summary so that you knew exactly what I expect. So the first thing you should do when you get into the course is go to the course information area. The course information area contains links to all of the course policies for all of the grading. It also contains the course outline, and it also contains this document called Dates at a Glance. That's this document right here. Hopefully you are familiar with this. If not, you need to find it. You can find it either in the course information. You can also find it on the left-hand navigation menu in the course. It's called Dates at a Glance. It's just a one-page document that outlines every assignment and every due date associated with that assignment. It's very important that you keep track of this, maybe print it out or post it, so that you know when everything is due in the course, because I don't take anything late. So all discussions are listed on that document, all exams, all essays. So when you're working through the course, the first thing you'll need is your textbook. So the textbook is this. This is a concise introduction to world religions by Oxford Press, written by Oxtobia. It's actually an edited volume. You will need this textbook, so borrow it, rent it, buy it, steal it. I'm not sure how you're going to get it, but you do need to get it. All of your test material comes from this textbook. You will also need it when you're doing other assignments in the class, including your essays and your discussions. But most importantly, you will need it for those exams that you'll be taking throughout the course. So let me talk a little bit about the breakdown of the class. So you should be working through the class using learning modules. There are several of them available to you in the course, and each learning module contains roughly the same type of information. For each learning module section, you'll be doing some discussions, potentially an essay assignment. There'll be other resources in those learning modules, including videos or interactive websites that I may ask you to visit, and also some study information and study help when you're preparing for your learning module exams, which culminates each learning module. So let's talk a little bit about the content. You are graded on 4 areas in the class. The first is your participation discussion grade. So discussion board questions are really essential in a class like this. It's the only way I can see you interacting with each other, and also to really get a feeling for what you understand about the topic under discussion. So for each discussion posting, there are 2 requirements. First, an original post. So I will post questions to you, ask you to consider some concepts, and you are to devise a response to that and post it to the discussion board. I'm looking for something that's analytical, something that's in depth, and you can get up to 3 points for that discussion. You can get 1, 2, or 3. A 1 means you've posted something, but it's entirely superficial or doesn't really conform to what I'm looking for. A 2 means it's a good post. You've answered most of the questions. It's okay, but it may be missing analytical components or depth to it. And what you're looking for is to get a 3 on your original discussion post, because that 3 says that you have done a very good job, that you've addressed each of the questions and you've shown or demonstrated some depth of thought. Now, that's only half the grade. The other half of the grade from the discussion post is your response to another student. So once you have posted your original post, you need to read other members of the class's posts and respond to their thoughts. And again, you can get up to 3 points for your response post. And in the response, I'm looking for something much more in-depth than I agree or I like what you said. Again, you can earn 1, 2, or 3 points, and in order to get 3 or full credit in a response, you need to have built on something that your classmate has written. So you're adding additional information or additional depth to that post and posting it back to the class. So the requirement for discussion is to post an original and at least one response to one other student. Now, you can respond as often as you like on the board. You can respond to the entire class one at a time if you'd like, but the minimum requirement is at least one response before the assignment deadline. Okay? So for discussions, you can get a total of 6 points, half of which can come from your original, half of which can come from your response. Now, let me talk about your essays. In your learning modules number 2, 3, and 4, you have essay assignments. There are a total of 3 essay assignments available for the entire course. You're only required to do 2 of them. You choose which 2 to do. Now, I'm calling these the topical essays. These topical essays have different due dates. So if you are going to do the first topical essay, it is due at the time it's posted in the Dates at a Glance. Okay? So you can do topical essay number 1, you can do topical essay number 2, and then you're done. You don't have to do the third one. Or you could do 1 and 3, or you could do 2 and 3. Look at the topic outlines, decide which ones you want to complete, and then submit those. I will only grade the first 2 assignments that you submit. So if you do submit all 3, I will disregard the third submission. There's a rubric for what I'm looking for in those topical essays that's available to you in the course information area, along with in the topical essay folder itself. So you can see the way I'm going to be grading or taking points for that. The next thing to talk about is just your exams. Each learning module has an exam associated with it. It's multiple choice. So it usually covers several chapters in the textbook. There's a learning module exam 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And they are only for that section of the class. Now, this class also has a final exam. I'll give you more details of that as we get closer to it, but it is a cumulative exam, and unlike your learning module exams, it is essay. So you're going to be writing to me what you know. It's the best way I can evaluate what you have learned from the entire course. The last thing to leave you with is just how to contact me. The preferred way is for you to contact me using the Contact Your Professor link that's in the class. I check the class every day, and I can see messages for you that you've left. As long as you don't need an immediate response, I will get back to you usually either the morning you send it, if you send it in the morning, because that's when I'm usually online, or first thing the next morning. If you have an emergency, you can text me. I've given you my text number or my cell phone number, or you can call me or email me. I've given you all that information, but the preferred is using the Blackboard Contact Your Professor. I will post these videos every once in a while. I will do some with content, some with navigation, and I look forward to working with you in the class.